Okay, sharing Google Docs. Start at your Google Doc home interface and open a document up. And we're going to go ahead and give this document a title. And we'll call this Lesson 1 of 3. And you'll notice, you see Lesson 1 and next to it a little private to me only. Now, we're going to insert a table into this document. As we go through this process, you'll see me doing some functions in Google Docs that you can also do on your own. Alright, so basically, this session, if we take a look, we're going to make a little lesson template here. We're just going to go ahead and learn how to publicize and share Google Docs from the Google Doc page. So, lesson activities, we've already started it, so creating a document, that was 1. And we're going to give this document a title, which we did, Lesson 1. And then we're going to go ahead and take a look at these features. Obviously, you saw me make a table. You can just click and write into the table. Here are a couple other features that you can do within Google Docs, very similar to Microsoft Word. So you can highlight, make titles bold, center within the column. Okay, let's say I want to make a list of items. Go ahead and click on that, highlight it, and I can go ahead and start an automated numbering system that'll keep my numbers for me, just like it would in Microsoft Word. I can adjust the columns as I need to. And you'll notice, go through highlighting, I can change the font color. I can highlight the font. And if there's something I make a mistake or something, I can always reverse that mistake with the reverse button in the far left-hand corner. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at what we're going to be doing the rest of the time here in this little tutorial. Take a look at publicizing and sharing docs. That's the main point of this tutorial here. Now, we're going to try to answer these questions at the end, and we'll go and review these at the end and sort of checklist our learning. Now, you can bullet these. You can bullet just like in Word. You can adjust the dimensions of the page as far as the margins, left, right, up, down. So I can make my graph a little bit more attractive here, easier to read. All right, let's go on to sharing. And first thing we want to take care of and understand is the publishing side of it. There's 2 parts of sharing. One is to general people that might be in your system or in the whole world, and that can be seen at the top bar there. So if I hit this, I hit change, I'll see a bunch of different options here. Now, depending on what system you're in, whether you're in a Google app system or just a general Google system, you might not have some of these. Going through, you can see there's private, people with only my organization, anyone with a link but not signed in, and public on the web, meaning you can find it in a Google search, even if you're not signed into a Google account. Now you can check the little boxes or the little bubbles here next to them on the left. I'm going to keep mine private for right now. Okay, so you can give editing access to anyone when you click here. So usually it's just viewable, and we'll talk about viewing and editing in a moment. But if you want someone to edit anywhere in the world, or with anyone with a link, you just click this box at the bottom, and it'll allow that person, whoever has access to it, the ability to change your document as they need to. So I'm going to keep mine private again, and I'm not going to give anybody editing rights. Alright, so sharing a doc. What does that look like? Well, you can see the people who have access to this document. Only me, test user. So I'm the teacher, and I only have access. Now I can invite people to join my document by simply just adding in their email address. And if they're in my contacts, it automatically fills in. Now I can notify them. I can say, all right, you're going to edit or you can view. So editing means they can change it. Viewing means they can only see it. They cannot do any type of changes to it. Now I want to write them a message. I'm going to say, hey, okay, let's work on this together. This will email them and send this to their Google Docs interface homepage so that they'll see it come up in their list as well. I can hit save and share. And now that person, sample A, she can see it. Now she can only view it. She can see it, she can or edit it. I can give her ownership of it, or I can delete her altogether. And so I'm deleting. Now I'm the only one who can see it. Now, let's say you have a lot of students. Well, you make a contact list through Gmail. You use the Gmail contact list, and then whatever contact list you have will come up when you hit this button. So you see it, you click, okay, my subject, or whatever subject you teach, maybe a class list with that subject name. You notice nothing is checked here. So before they'll get it, you have to click all. All right. Once you click, now you can unclick them and decide who gets it and who doesn't get it. So now you see all these different addresses. These are the people who will be able to, right now, edit. Now I'm not going to notify them by email because I don't want to have them get too many emails. Then they'll ignore my notifications. So I hit OK, and now all these people can edit the document. They can change it. Now again, I can change them to viewers only, and they can only see it, and we'll go over that in another lesson. Now, if you look up here, it says private to me, but only to 6 other people, and these are the 6 other people. It's not a public document. It's not a document in my organization. I'm not sharing the link. It's just a private document with these individuals. Now, let's say I don't want these individuals sharing my document with anybody else. I can also limit that and say only I can give permissions to share. And now I'm in complete control at who can see my document. So if I go back to my Google interface homepage here, you'll see I have lesson 1, the document we just created. And you'll also see that this document can be accessed through that route, Google Docs homepage interface. Unclick. Obviously, I just click on it. It's shared. You can see the shared symbol. If I go to all documents, it's there. I click on it again. It takes me to the document again. So you just can use that home interface as your home page, obviously, for the docs when you're working on documents. And you click on private, and you'll go ahead and see the sharing settings. And again, I don't want to share this right now, so I'm going to unclick all these different individuals, and I'm going to hit save. That means they no longer have access to the document. They can't change it. They can't see it. They can't change it. It disappears from their docs. All right. So Here's what we were trying to answer. How do I start a document? How can I use some familiar features I used in Microsoft Word? What are public versus private settings? How can I share a doc with someone? So if you need to, go back and rewatch this and see if you can answer those questions.